I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
When I hear Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s speech, it makes me think about how there's much more work to be done to ensure that Black, Indigenous, and people of color experience racial justice and equality.
When I hear MLK's speech, it makes me think about how I can facilitate greater healing for members of our university community in light of the escalating violence and hateful rhetoric.
Think about my own privilege and personal responsibility to work toward a more inclusive and just world.
About how much work our country has to do and how it's the most important work our country has to do.
It makes me feel hopeful for change and progression as a nation. It reminds me what freedom really means and that community and equality are important aspects of this.
The challenges that King addressed are reflected in my work with students who share that they struggle fulfilling their potential as students and meeting their basic needs because they're burdened by long work hours, on minimum wage.
They want to be heard. They want to live in a world that values social justice and their lives.
They experience microaggressions and a general sense of not feeling understood, supported, and cared for, that ultimately they feel that their dreams won't come to fruition.
That the world is not always a safe place, only because of how they look.
They feel invisible or underrepresented on campus. Many students feel that there needs to be more done to promote inclusion and equity on campus.
Little children in this other America are forced to grow up with clouds of inferiority forming every day in their little mental sky.
In my work, I hope to fulfill King's aspirations of racial justice and equality by being a vocal advocate for minoritized students and embracing King's philosophy that nonviolence is a way of life for courageous people.
Supporting and advocating for students who face discrimination, oppression, and unfair treatment.
By understanding that I'm not immune to perpetuating racism in my work with clients.
Supporting students, voicing my concerns, and advocating for change.
By encouraging and facilitating dialogue, empathy, and understanding.
By speaking truth to power, and by holding space for Black and Brown students to bolster their wellness and their empowerment.
Serving as an advocate, listening with an open mind, and empowering students.
By continuing to call out racism when it is seen, seeking my education and sharing my knowledge, especially with other white people, seeing people for the content of their character, and continuing to be aware of my own biases that may continue to challenge me.
Creating a space for underprivileged folk, Black, Indigenous, people of color, first-gen students, while also recognizing my own biases, privileges, or other ways that I may harm others unintentionally.
I come here tonight and plead with you. Believe in yourself and believe that you're somebody.
It is my hope, my dream that Penn State will show through its words and its actions that our Black students and other students of color's lives matter, and that their mental health matters too.
I have a dream that students who are traditionally marginalized are not only made to feel that they belong at Penn State, but are also celebrated for their unique contributions to our community.
I have a dream that students of color at Penn State feel welcomed and supported by our community and know that their mental health difficulties will be met with expertise, compassion, and grace.
I have a dream that our Black students will stop pretending to be okay simply to make others feel comfortable.
My dream is that students recognize their value and what they have to offer others, and that people need their support, that we are so much better together than we are.
I have a dream that everyone in the Penn State community will do work on a personal level and also a collective level as a university so that students, staff, and faculty of color feel a true sense of belonging here.
I have a dream that every student will see themselves represented within the makeup of the faculty and staff.
I have a dream that all students can feel supported and included, regardless of their race or ethnicity.
I have a dream that every student has equal access to the resources they need to thrive.
I have a dream that we can heal from the pain and trauma of continued racism.
I have a dream that every Black and brown student will be liberated from every oppressive system, and that they will remember that they are always worthy of every great thing.
I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today